We're going to look at the area of a rectangle, square, and a parallelogram. The formula for all of these is area equals length times width, or area equals the base times the height. Let's look at the rectangle first. The 5 here on the bottom could be considered either a length or a base. The 3 on the side could be considered either the height or the width. For your calculations, it really doesn't matter, but you should choose one way of doing it and stick with that so you don't get confused. Let's use base times height because it works really well with all of these. So for the rectangle, we have a base of 5 and a height of 3. So we will write out our formula first. Area equals base times the height. And then we're going to input our information in the place of those letters. So 5 for the B, or for the base. We're going to multiply that by 3 for the height, or the width. We'll do that calculation real quick. 5 times 3. And that gives us 15 units squared. For a square, it's exactly the same thing. We have a base or a length of 3. We have a height or a width of 3. And then we're going to input them into our calculation. Let's use length times width for this one. Area equals length times width. We always write out our formula, and then we'll input it in. The base or length at the bottom, 3 times the height or the width of 3. 3 times 3. That gives us 9 units squared. For a parallelogram, they're a little different. We have to be very careful that we always use this height calculation here. It's usually shown with a dotted line inside the shape. Sometimes it can be shown with a dotted line outside the shape, but you have to make sure that you always use that number, not any of the perimeter numbers for your height. Sometimes they'll have a number off to the side here. For example, this could be a 4 with a height of 3, and that is indicating the length of this side here. We don't want to use that when we're calculating area. That only works for perimeter. So when you have a parallelogram like this, always use that internal or the dotted line number that is given to you, because this dotted line number here would also be 3. So we need to use that every time. So we'll use our base times height calculation again for this one. Write out our formula. We're going to use 5 because that is the base or the length. 3 is the height or the width in this case. So we'll fill those in. 5 for B times 3 for H. And we have an answer of 15 units squared. So we always put our units afterwards. I didn't give any units on these particular ones, but we could go in here. Units with our little 2. And it doesn't matter what our units are, whether they're centimeters, millimeters, meters. That will not change your answer.